I was born an addict in every aspect of my life. Going through high school, I played sports. I had a really good family life. Sports did keep my grades up because I had to pass to play. Kind of had a halfway decision that I wasn't going to play any sports senior year, and I started to skip class a lot. Started hanging out with friends after school, not doing homework, and I had this thought in my head every time when I got a buzz off of a cigarette, man, I can't wait to feel what marijuana feels like. Once senior year ended, you know, I started to venture out, started smoking marijuana. You know, I felt a little bit more at home. I felt like myself. I started working construction, got involved with some other people who were using other things, cocaine, more alcohol. I was always saying, no, I'm not going to do coke, and you know, it's not my thing. Trying it once turned into doing it every single day. Probably about a 5-year habit. So now I'm on a 7-day-a-week coke binge for 5 years. My boss at this construction job was my dealer, so to say. I wasn't buying it from him. He was just giving it to me. So 5 years into that, one day I woke up and I was like, I'm never doing this again. He eventually got let go from the job that we were at. My other friends, I saw him sniffing something. It was Oxycontin. I was like, well, it's not coke. So I did it. That very quickly spun out of control. Now I'm working for a bank at the time in a branch. It's a sales job, so I needed to enhance my social skills. So now I'm doing it on Fridays because Fridays are busy and like you can get more sales if you're more social. That quickly turned into every single day after about a couple months. And now I'm spending my entire paycheck on this stuff. Now I'm at the point where I'm running out of money for bills and my habit. I had all this money in the drawer next to me, and slowly but surely I became okay with taking money from my drawer. I didn't get caught doing it, but they eventually let me go because my drawer was short too many times. I was away from the bank for about a year, still well in my addiction. I was functioning. I was able to go to work, look sober, clearly wasn't. What I thought was help was a methadone clinic at that time. Probably what put me into a worse hole than I was already in. I was at this methadone clinic for 2 years. They didn't want to down my dosage after about 1.5 years, so I left the methadone clinic. Stayed clean off of other opiates other than methadone for about a month or two. I'm still smoking marijuana at this point. He's got Oxycontin in his bag and like turned right back on the opiates like it was like I had just used it yesterday, and it had been 2.5 years almost. Working at the bank still, I had been promoted to a personal banker and figuring out other ways to get this money using other people's social security numbers, making a fake account in someone's name. And he called me about a day before I went on my vacation. My heart dropped. I knew I was caught right there, and he still thinks that somebody else did it. He wants me to figure out who did it. I went into my boss. I was going to be seen on the ATM if she looked at the video. Now, in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe I can tell her that he was next to me just out of view of the camera. He didn't know his PIN number, and I was helping him. This is my addiction. Manipulation, lying, and theft. After I get let go, about 9 months go by, and I'm living with my best friend. Thank God he found out that I was using. He said, you gotta go. I know you got a problem. You need to get some help. Work on Ray. Do what you need to do to get better. I was so shameful of where I had gotten myself. Waited till day 29 to like make an appointment to go in and see a counselor or intake officer about it. What a turnaround that was in my life. I got sober. I went through a 45-day program. Before, I was completely uncomfortable with myself, hated every social setting, even if it was in my garage with my best friends. Within about 6 months, like I had finished my steps for the first time. I can't ever say that I got this, because that's, you know, that's where we get an ego, and that's where we lose ourselves. My sobriety date is November 30th, 2015. I don't ever want to have to ever detox again. So in order to do that, I have to work my program.